a long sleeve shirt, but it got really hot in here because there's 130 entrants tonight.
138, mind
138.
you. Yeah. There are a lot of people here tonight. And I know there was some non-overlap with Squad Strike as well, so there are quite a few people here. But two of them are playing on stream right now. It is Sleepyhead and C2. C2, who we don't see as much lately because, you know, he's moved out of state, but he's here tonight and he's playing the Zero Suit, which is a change from the Pichu he used to play.
That makes a lot of sense, though, because he traditionally, even though we talked about Pichu just a second ago, C2 played Rosa in Smash 4 and has a very like defensively minded playstyle, and Zero Suit definitely fits that.
I totally agree with you. Now he can take his time and wait for this Brawler of Sleepyhead to come and approach him. Now, Sleepyhead, based on this Brawler, I'm not sure about that in-game tag, but we'll see how it goes up against the Zero Suit. Now, it's interesting to see both of them have that down B as well to escape.
And we talked a little bit about C2 in previous character choices. Sleepyhead actually was a Pokemon trainer main for a long time, but has been, I say a long time, for a good while at the start of this game, but has really been soul-searching characters recently and just messing around with just about whoever.
Yeah, and you can tell, I mean, I would be shocked if this is his landing spot, but right now it's those landings that he's really got to get on lock, because right now it's that approaching from the air that C2 is really locking down.
Man, that's hilarious. Yeah, parrying Zaire, even from full range, you're absolutely not punishing that on a shield.
No.
That move is -2, just naturally. So max range, that move hitting you -2 is rough. Even on parry, you gain 4 frames, so it's -6, but from that range, there's nowhere.
Now, you're talking about C2 being defensively minded. I was about to say Sleepyhead can tend to that as well, but near the end of that stock, he just decided to go for broken. He's certainly getting a little bit of it. Now some damage.
Yup, command grab for a solid 22. I love the chase with the command grab as well because they're shielding on a platform, and that's going to get some good damage. Never kills, but it does a lot of damage.
I mean, like 22, that's a slightly staled Incineroar Alolan Whip.
Yeah, you can expect at least like 19, even stale.
Yeah. So now we'll see. Ooh, committal recovery by using the rest of that feint kick on stage, and now back to even.
The kick portion of that move is extremely punishable, as is Zero Suit's, but of course Zero Suit gets a lot more mobility without kicking.
I mean, you can see just C2 does not want to stay locked down by this Brawler, which is smart because this is a character that can surprisingly do a lot of damage with single hits. I mean, like we were saying with that side B command grab as well, but how are you going to make it back to the stage and see that down B helps?
That's a kill. That's a great punish on the get-up attack, baiting it out with the movement, standing a little bit too close to the ledge. And look at that taunt. C2 is feeling it.
C2 says, try me, please. He says, I'm playing a top tier and you are not. Now he keeps it going.
Man, and that was sick. The dash in, dash out to bait out the attack on landing, and then comes through with the pivot grab. Continuing all this pressure, C2 is just looking nice and advantage.
Yeah. Now that he's got that stock lead, he's actually feeling a little bit more comfortable to play more aggressively, which is usually the reverse, but he knows how to play with the lead, and especially when he can apply that pressure. But now, got to see if he can hold on to the stage, which has mostly been his game plan.
Ooh, okay, I expected a pivot grab, but dash attack there also just sets Sleepyhead in the air. Now we're going to see back throw mix up to go for that platform.
Wow!
Ooh, catches the landing!
Yes, he did.
Gone for a lot of just landing straight down, not really mixing up the direction too much. You can tell Sleepyhead's landing, then the mix up is there an aerial, is there a dodge, and then maybe I'm shielding. But hovering just a bit above the ground, there was no time for an aerial to come out. C2 could freely dash in and go for that up B.
And that's the kind of thing that you see a lot with somebody who's, you know, playing a character newly, or at least not for their main sake, is you see them kind of fall into those habits, especially coming out of disadvantages. They rely on something quick to get control of their character back because they need to use the moves that they know how to move. And honestly, I like this from Sleepyhead to go, okay, I have my fun game one, but now I've really got to make sure that I'm moving along in bracket. And I think that definitely we're going to see a lot of the Ivysaur in this match, because the big thing you saw near the end of that game was Sleepyhead getting frustrated with not being able to hit the Zero Suit. Ivysaur is going to open up a lot of confirms where you don't have to hit C2 as many times. However,
I was wondering what the setup was there with C2 running under the Squirtle there after the down smash, but no big setup. Still a lot of control right now. And Squirtle is actually one of the better characters for Trainer in this particular matchup. Being low to the ground is really difficult for Zero Suit to deal with, but putting on all that damage makes you uncomfy. So here comes the Ivysaur, and look at the damage already Ivysaur can put on.
That's like I'm saying, man. I mean, you talked about how it's going to be really hard to get a bunch of hits in on C2 because of how defensively he plays unless you're off stage. That's where the tempo changes.
Absolutely. And ooh, the longest of range on the grabs and using the fly really smartly there to get out of the late combo for C2.
However, we saw earlier Sleepyhead had some habits taken advantage of, and if he shows that card too many times, C2's going to start waiting for it like you saw there.
Just falling with a back air, is able to get out of disadvantage just a tad. With that forward air, yeah, you're overextending a little bit too much, C2.
That's
now
what
we're seeing Squirtle.
Like I'm saying, when he's got that stock lead, he's getting really aggressive, and it's good on Sleepyhead to start applying these counter hits to kind of wean him off of that and say, look, I mean, you've been playing this defensive game tied. Don't change it up against me right now, or I'm going to put this back to even, which he did.
And now Squirrel's out to play. The percent's not too crazy high, so we'll see. Just in neutral, in theory, Squirtle might not have the easiest time getting in, but it's way harder for ZeroSuit to hit the Squirtle. He's so low to the ground. He moves pretty quick.
Turn C2's playing against him, but now that you're getting up to that 73, yeah, it just takes 1 or 2 more hits to start taking the stock. He wanted to get off and set up with a forward air.
But forward air or back air, either way, he's going to be able to set up with a potential Vine Whip. Doesn't quite find it. Now stuck at the ledge, and this is where Ivy is having the worst of times. Down smash covers that air dodge, but he doesn't dash back, and he doesn't find an actual punish. That could have been a stock, but instead we're continuing on even.
Yeah, it's C2 getting stuck in a little bit of autopilot mode, and he got caught on it right there too, but jumping around a lot in neutral, trying to get back to that stage, and Sleepyhead's picked up on that too.
And this could have been C2's lead. Now it's just an even game on last stocks, but I love that C2 didn't let it get to his head too much. Quickly sealed out that last one, and now we're all 1 stock apiece. Game 2, C2's game to lose.
But like you're saying, Squirtle, very low to the ground, very hard to hit for ZeroSuit. You saw only the setup hit for that up smash, proc that shield, and then Sleepyhead was able to come in with whatever hit he wanted. Now, that's a no flip jump C2, but now that he's gotten back on stage, he can get the control back, just manage the neutral. I like that. Now you see that C2 is overextending a lot less. He's realizing when the Squirtle is done.
Just the Nair into the fair, backs up a little bit. Controlling the center. Oh, but the Nair bought some space for Sleepyhead to work with. And I love that we're still seeing the Squirtle. Okay. Just kidding. Here comes Ivysaur. Gonna get the job done.
Ooh, gotta be very careful making this recovery. That's a no jump Ivysaur. You gotta go back to the Charizard to get one back.
It could have been a really nasty 2-frame because even though the Fly has armor, it's only on the startup.
Now, all of a sudden, yeah, that Zair confirm looking really nice. Set up at the ledge, get the boost kick, and son, you are gone. C2 pulls back a nice comeback to put himself at a 2-0 victory over Sleepyhead.
And that was just phenomenal by C2. Even though he was behind on that last stock, he was just getting destroyed by the Squirtle. He kept getting hit after hit after hit with almost no answer against the Squirtle at all. Then the Ivysaur comes through, gets hit once, put off stage, and suddenly in disadvantage, and then C2 is able to bring it back, momentum back in his favor. And I don't want to say it's all just like the Squirtle, but I personally feel like if Sleepyhead's moving forward and wants to like still commit to the trainer and learn, still commit to using the trainer in all these matchups, definitely pick the Pokemon for the job.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like Squirtle, we saw how effective it was. We saw how much ZeroSuit can struggle in those areas, and then the second we swap to Ivy, trouble.
Yeah.